Oh, there's your game winner, just like they draw it up. Marner to goal pad to Matthews. So it was Bolts at Buds last night. Here to reverse engineer last night's dramatic Game 5 victory is Eric Kirk from TSN BarDown. Eric, good morning. Welcome.
Morning, George.
So I told my wife last night, she's upstairs in bed watching This Is Us. And I said, look, it's 2-0. If it goes 3-0 before the end of the first, or I'll give them 5 minutes into the third, if it goes 3-0. If not, I'm coming up to bed. We'll watch the show and cry together for multitudes of reasons. But, you know, trust the process, all those cliches. Soupy stole the game after giving one bad one up.
Oh, for sure. It was the first one you kind of wish he has. The second one, at the end of the day, he's still human and he can't see the puck. He was just hoping to hit him and it went in. And all credit to Jason Spezza and Eric Källgren for really taking him during the TV timeout, being like, listen, calm down. It's okay. It's just 2. We'll get it back. And from that point on, dominant. He was lights out from then on. He let in 1 point blank from McDonough, but I don't know who's saving that. So,
yeah, right.
Great performance after the 2-0 start.
You know what? I mean, it can be his kryptonite, his Waterloo, but it also helps. Soupy's a very emotional guy. He's like a mood ring. He really plugs into the emotions of the crowd, and the more they're behind him and the more confidence he gets from his teammates, the better he plays.
For sure. And 2 of the 3 games from home, you've really seen the crowd just get behind him, get behind the whole team, and really cheer them on through thick and thin. And I think that those are the 2 games that we've seen from the Leafs that they have looked flat out dominant at times. First period last night looked like they a little bit of ghosts of Game 4, but second and third period, they definitely belong there.
So Hall and Spezza in, Simmons and Liljegren out. Keefe was taking a lot of heat from the sports hacks prior to the game about those decisions. I was one that said completely go the opposite. Guess that's why he's the head coach and I'm over here.
Yeah, and he took a lot of heat for the Hall decision. Hall played great last night. He really held his own in front of the net. He moved the puck well, didn't make any major mistakes. And I don't think you take Spezza out of the lineup at this point. Between how much of a leader he was with calming down Campbell and the rest of the team during the first intermission, he really is a presence in that locker room that you need on the ice and with the team. He can't be in the press box.
Well said. He's like a second captain out there. So, you know, Tampa had a 33-1-4 record leading after 2. The Leafs had 1-10 after being down by 2 goals. But isn't 2-1 like the worst lead to have and to hold in the game of hockey? Or 2-0, I should say, 2-0?
Yeah, 2 and 3 goal leads are really hard because you start to get a little comfortable. You start to sit back. And the look on Hedman's face after he scored was like, hey, this is going pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Right? And then you really saw when the Leafs put on the pressure, they had them pinned. And that's, you can't really let that happen. Going up 2 goals, 3 goals is when you get comfortable, and you just can't get comfortable against a team like the Leafs.
Absolutely. So last thing, we know Nylander the game before had scored a couple, but you know, they weren't the greatest goals. But Nylander and Tavares, boy, these guys showed up in spades last night.
Oh, all the stars showed up last night. But Kyle Dubas said it best in his All or Nothing documentary with the Leafs, that William Nylander can frustrate you to the living end. And then 2 seconds later, will pull something off that no other human has the ability to do, which is just describes Nylander so well to Leafs fans, I think. Guy has 30 goals. He's a great player, but at times he's just so frustrating to watch because you know he has that ability. Last night, he really turned it on in the second and third period, and he was one of their best players.
Yeah, I think, you know what? I've been saying this since the day he was drafted. When it's all said and done, when all the accounting is finished, I know Marner will probably have more points. Matthews will likely have more goals. I think Nylander's going to go down as the one of the big 4 there that's going to be remembered maybe for being the best two-way guy as long as he stays healthy. He hasn't even come close to his ceiling. So let's hope he just continues to grow for Leaf Nation. Hey, Eric, thanks very much. We'll talk again tomorrow to set it up even more and then after the game.
Sounds good. See you then.